dinner where we will be enjoying the luscious treats, yummy treats of Goa and Sikkim. Thank you all. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I humbly request all of you to put your mobile phones in silent or flight mode. We are also happy to announce that we also have students from Anna University taking part in this program to understand the culture, the cuisine, the tradition, the art forms of Goa and Sikkim. Welcome all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce the arrival of the Honorable Governor. We extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor for the celebrations of Goa and Sikkim State Foundation Day. மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களை இரு கரங்கள் கூப்பி வருக வருக என்று வரவேற்கின்றோம். The Honorable Governor is exchanging his greetings to all the dignitaries who have come here, the dignitaries from Sikkim, the dignitaries from Goa, dignitaries from various walks of life, and the students who are here to witness the great confluence of a wonderful celebration of Sikkim and Goa at the historic Bharatiyar Mandapam. Hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor. We welcome the Honorable Governor to the dais. We welcome Thiru Dinesh Nayak, President of SGS Sabha, and we also welcome Thiru Lepachi from Sikkim. We welcome the Secretary to the Honorable Governor to the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, we humbly request all of you to rise up for the national anthem, followed by Tamil Thai Varsa, followed by the Sikkim state song.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे நீராரும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கிழியொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிலே கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிழை முதலும் தரிதலும் அத்திலக வாசனை போல துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் வழக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிடமை திறம் வியந்து செய்ய மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே
जहाँ कंचन गंगा जहाँ कंचन गंगा जहाँ कंचन गंगा हसी वहाँ बच्चा सारंगी जहाँ कंचन गंगा हसी जहाँ कंचन गंगा हसी
We request all our dignitaries to kindly take your respective seats. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now listen to Mahakavi Subramanya Bharatiya's patriotic song, Parupulle Nalla Nadu Nam Bharata Nadu. Thank you. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to light the traditional lamp, the Kuttuvalathu. We welcome Thiru Dinesh Nayak, President HDS Sabha, to light the traditional lamp. We welcome Thiru Kunjang Lepcha to light the traditional lamp. We welcome Tirumati Vijayalakshmi R. Prabhu, President of Mahila Vibhag, SGS Sabha, we welcome Secretary to the Honorable Governor to light the traditional lamp to put to the light. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. We now request the Secretary to the Honorable Governor to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, everybody. Sikkim is the least populous and the second smallest among the Indian states. It is known for its biodiversity as well as its high mountain ranges. Sikkim joined India as its 22nd state on 16th May 1975. Goa attained statehood on 30th May 1987. Goa is known for its white sand beaches, places of worship, and World Heritage listed architecture. Today we have gathered here to commemorate and celebrate the Sikkim and Goa states formation days. These celebrations are part of the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat initiative, which strives to foster greater interaction, mutual understanding, and unity among the people and strengthening national integration. I am extremely delighted to extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Governor, who places great significance on the commemoration of these statehood days. I would also like to extend a heartfelt welcome to Thiru Kunjang Lepcha, Thiru Dinesh Nayak, and Thiru President SGS Sabha, and Thiru Vapang Toshi, President Northeast Association Chennai. I welcome the dignitaries, members of SGS Sabha, esteemed personalities from various walks of life, members of various associations for this celebration. I welcome the students from various universities and educational institutions who have joined us today. I also welcome the cultural artists. I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed special invitees, friends from media, and the officials and dedicated staff of Raj Bhavan to join us in this celebration. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome Dr. Dinesh Nayak, President, SGS Sabha, to address the gathering.
My humble pranams to all of you who have got gathered here. A very warm good evening. Good evening and a warm welcome to all of us here. Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi Garu, and all the dignitaries in the dais, distinguished guests, members of the press, representatives of central and state governments, other dignitaries, citizens of this lovely Chennai, city of Chennai and the state of Tamil Nadu, beloved Goans, Saraswats, Gaud Saraswats, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. I begin my articulation by invoking the blessings of our revered His Holiness Srimad Samyamindra Tirtha Swamiji, who is our Matadipati of the Sri Kashi Mat Samsthan. It's a great honor and a privilege for me to be here, to be having been invited by the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Honorable Governor, to address this occasion, a very important occasion for us, because on the occasion of the attainment of statehood of Goa. I represent proudly the people of Goa and the people who have settled from Goa in Chennai, and I am the president as the president of the Samyukta Gauda Saraswat Sabha, which is an institution which has been in existence from 1912, which is 112 years old, and this is one of the longest serving sabhas in this state. And it's my proud privilege to be standing here on the shoulders of the giants who have built the Sabha to this extent. Over these years, the Sabha has principally been involved in the service of humanity and society, and we are a charitable trust which is involved deeply in the upliftment of the society at large, and this perfectly fits in with our Honorable Prime Minister's Seva Hi Sangatan, which is the conclave which we had, which just means that our organization means service. So that's what it perfectly understands. Now, if you look at Goa as such, Goa is well known for its beauty, its pristine beaches, its wonderful wooded hills, rivers, cultural activities, temples, churches, heritage architecture, and so on and so forth. And it's, I think, the first internationally known tourism destination of India. But there's much more to it. Goa has been there. If you look at our tradition, if you look at our past history, we know that Goa has been in existence, is a part of Bharat. It was never away from Bharat, geographically, culturally, and we have contributed a lot to the Bharatiya. And that's a very important part of what we are. And if you look at the evolution of how Goa came into what the present day state is, that we Saraswats, we have come from the civilization which was in the river Saraswati, as well as Gaud, which is on the eastern part of India. And during the large-scale migration that took place about maybe 1500 years BC, or maybe even more, we have perfectly mingled with the local population who are called the Kumbis, and that is how this word Goem, which means, it's a place of beauty, it's a place of plenty, it's a place of fodder. And this is how we have built. Now, over the next 1500 years, it was basically, a Sanatana Dharma kind of a culture that was prevalent. And then you had, in 1300s, we saw the invasions that took place. The Muslims first came, and then after that, in 1510, it was the Portuguese who came and dominated Goa. And over the next 450 years, they imposed the religion. It is not that it came as a syncretic culture. It was actually an imposition, and the locals had to protect their culture, which has been in existence for, centuries. And then they were so passionate of protecting their culture that generations of people in Goa, they kept their idols, they kept their culture to themselves, hidden in the forests, away from the eye of the Portuguese, and those who suffered from persecution, they had to, either be killed, Inquisition, or they had to be converted into Catholicism, which was the common part of that. And the people who wanted to protect their culture, they actually left Goa and they settled all along the coast. You can see that in Karnataka, in Kerala, in Maharashtra. And then the diaspora spread all over the country as well as all over the world. But one thing that binds all of us is the language, Konkani, as well as the culture. And that binds us together, and we feel at home in any place in this world. And that's something that we have naturally gotten. And we imbibe the local culture as well as we spread our culture. So that's a very nice give and take that we have had. And during this mass migration that took place, in the 18th century, 19th century, a lot of people came down from other parts, from Goa, and they made their home Tamil Nadu, Chennai. And over the last, many years, centuries, we have contributed to the growth of Chennai and Tamil Nadu. And we feel very welcome here. The Tamilians took us as their brothers and sisters, and they gave us shelter, they gave us the home, they gave us the environment to flourish. And I think I will have to tell about the contribution of our Sabha members, very prominent Sabha members who have actually contributed a lot to the development of this, of our state. Right from 1912, if you look back, you will see that, people, prominent people of our society, you will see that the first justice Justice K.P. Lakshman Rao, who was the judge of the Madras High Court when India gained independence, the longest serving police commissioner, Mr. K.R. Shenoy, police commissioner of Chennai, and he became the Director General of Police. You had Commodore K.P. Gopal Rao, who commanded Operation Trident in the war, the Indo-Pakistan war in 1971, which bombed Karachi. He sank 3 ships, paralyzed the Navy, and won. And the Western Front was taken care of, and therefore we could win the Eastern Front. And that was entirely the work of one man, Commodore K.P. Gopal Rao, who was awarded the Mahavir Chakra. I think that's one of the highest, second highest gallantry award. And then in every field you can see that. And in the Indian Railways, there's a lot of contribution. And I must say that, the person who has rolled the pride of India now, which is the Vande Bharat, the general manager of Integral Coach Factory is Mr. B.G. Malya here, who's sitting here. I mean, he rolled out this project, and we all now see how we can travel. The same way you have in the Indian Forest Service, Mr. K.P.D. Rao, who retired as the Chief Conservator of Forests. And then you have, in the medical field, I must say that there are a lot of Mr. Dr. M.B. Prabhu, M. Balakrishna Prabhu was the first pediatrician who was the first president of the Pediatric Society of India. And his son, Dr. M.G. Prabhu, was the Dean of Stanley Medical College and Dean of Madurai Medical College. So you can see the connect. And then we have Dr. Sujir, who is a pioneering ophthalmologist, and his son, Dr. F. Sujir, who's a famous dental and orofacial surgeon here, who's here with us. There's another father-son duo, Professor of Anatomy, Dr. U.V. Nayak, and then his son became one of the most famous plastic surgeons, Dr. U.S. Nayak, was the head of plastic surgery of Madras Medical College. The list is endless. I can go on. And then in the industrial field, we have Mr. K.R. Kamath, Mr. U.N. Balika. All of them have contributed to the growth of this place. And so on and so forth. So we as Konkanis, as Gaud Saraswats, as Goans, we embody the syncretism of our culture, of our ethos, and we have brought in richness to this place, this state of Tamil Nadu, this city of Chennai. But we also have learnt a lot. In fact, all of us have integrated so nicely with the Tamilian culture that we feel part of Tamil Nadu all the time. And so our souls are integral part of this state. So with those few words, I would like to take leave of this wonderful, memorable and wonderful evening. I wish everybody a happy Goa Statehood Day. I also offer my felicitations to our brothers and sisters of the equally vibrant state of Sikkim on their Sikkim State Day. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to mingle, and this is the syncretism and this is the unifying force that we have. You know, you have one state which is on the western coast and the other one which is in the northeastern Himalayan state of Sikkim, and what binds us together is not just, you know, we are different but we are the same, and that unity in diversity is what brings us all close together. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We now welcome Kirtan Devon lecture to address the audience. He is the Executive Food and Beverages, Park Hyatt, Chennai.
Hi, good evening to one and all present here. And my name is Kunzang Chonglepcha and I represent Sikkim. And first of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Governor Sir for organizing this wonderful program. And I feel blessed to be part of this program. And first, I would like to small brief about Sikkim. Sikkim became part of India at 1975. And there was a time where there was a geopolitical going on in Sikkim. We were surrounded by different three countries from all sides. But there was a bond with the the mainland Indians since 18th century. And the best thing that we wanted to be part of India was democracy. Democracy and the diverse culture that we have in India. So, and it's been over a year since I'm here in Chennai. And for my personal experience, I would like to share my experience in Chennai. I started my career at 2023, and since then it's been a great journey. The warmth, the empathy, the hospitality of people of Tamil Nadu have made us feel like home, and it has not only provided us a home, but it has also provided us a lot of job opportunities and employment prospects. Even my transition from executive to AIM was as I'm a bit nervous today because this is my first time. So it was very exceptional because the working environment and the working culture in Chennai is way better, and I have been staying in different regions of India, but still Chennai has always made us feel like home. And talking about my place, it's a land of orchids, beautiful mountains, and the species of butterfly. I do want you all to visit once, and it's a very least well-known state in India, so I hope you guys will promote us and accept us as one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor will now be felicitated by the members of Goa and Sikkim. We welcome Mr. Balakrishna Rao, Vice President, SGS Sabha, and Executive Committee Member of the Revered Sri Kashi Mat Samasthan Chennai branch, will now present a shawl, memento and bouquet to the Honorable Governor. Yeah. Bouquet. The President of SGS Sabha will present the bouquet to the Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. Mr. Suresh Chandagu, Honorable Treasurer, and Mr. K. Suryakant Shena, Member of the Managing Committee, will present shawl and books by the renowned authors on Goan history, Saraswat Konkani's 112 years of existence of SGS Sabha, to the Honorable Governor. Thank you. Tirukunzangwe Sewong Lepacha will now present the traditional cap of Sikkim to the Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate our dignitaries. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Dr. Dinesh Nayak, the President of SGS Sabha, Senior Consultant, Neurologist, Director, Department of Neurology and Advanced Center for Epilepsy at Gleneagles Health City, Chennai. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Tirukunzang Lecture, Executive Food and Beverages, Park Hyatt, Chennai. Thank you, sir. We now request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Thiru Gopinath Mallaya, retired General Manager, ICF and alumnus of the Indian Institute of Technology, who has made major contribution to the infrastructure projects like railway electrification, gauge conversion, etc. During his stint as General Manager, Integral Coach Factory, he was the forefront in the production of the premium train, the Vande Bharat. A good round of applause. Thank you, sir. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate the team leaders of various cultural events. From Sikkim, we have Ms. Sharmila, who will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor, who will be presenting their program. The team members are also joining in the felicitation. Tirukurso, who will be presenting, Tirukurso and his team, who will be presenting the cultural event from Goa, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Tirukurso and his team, who will be presenting the Samai dance from Goa, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now listen to the wishes from the Honorable Governor of Sikkim and the Honorable Governor of Goa.
तासीदिले खामरी नमस्ते। हमारे सुंदर सिक्किम राज्य एवं राज्य के बाहर रह रहे सिक्किम के समस्त बहनों भाइयों को 49वें सिक्किम स्थापना दिवस पर हार्दिक अभिनंदन एवं शुभकामनाएं। आज के महत्वपूर्ण दिन में सिक्किम राज्य स्थापना दिवस मनाने के लिए सभी राज्यों के माननीय राज्यपाल महान भाव को हृदय की गहराइयों से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। सिक्किम के सभी नागरिकों के लिए आज का दिन अति गौरवपूर्ण है, क्योंकि आज ही के दिन 16 मई 1975 को सिक्किम का भारत देश में विलय हुआ एवं 22वें राज्य के रूप में सिक्किम राज्य की स्थापना हुई है। विश्व की तीसरी सबसे ऊंची चोटी कंचनजंगा की गोद में बसा सिक्किम अति विलक्षण राज्य है, जहां प्रकृति मुस्कुराती है, अपने अप्रतिम सौंदर्य से सबको अपनी ओर आकर्षित करती है। 3 अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सीमाओं से घिरा सिक्किम स्वच्छ एवं शांतिप्रिय राज्य है। यहाँ की प्रकृति में भारतीय संस्कृति बसी हुई है। विभिन्न धर्म, जाति, संप्रदाय एवं भाषा से समृद्ध राज्य विविधता में एकता का अनुपम उदाहरण प्रस्तुत करता है। हमारा सिक्किम समृद्ध लोक परंपरा एवं संस्कृति का अद्भुत संगम है, जो यहाँ के लोगों के जीवन में रचा बसा है। दुर्गम एवं प्रतिकूल परिस्थितियों में यहाँ के लोगों के हंसते मुस्कुराते चेहरे उनके स्वाभाविक जीवन शैली को व्यक्त करते हैं। हमारा राज्य उच्चतर साक्षरता प्रतिशत में भी अग्रणी है। सिक्किम विश्व का एकमात्र जैविक खेती वाला राज्य है। यहाँ राज्य बड़ी इलायची, अदरक एवं जैविक हल्दी का उत्पादक है। स्वच्छ भारत के महाअभियान को मजबूती प्रदान करता हुआ देश का पहला खुला शौच मुक्त राज्य होने का दर्जा भी हमारे राज्य को प्राप्त है। यह अवगत कराते हुए प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि हरित राज्य सिक्किम का 53% भाग हरा भरा है, जो पर्यावरण के प्रति जागरूकता एवं सम्मान को दर्शाता है। अद्भुत प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य, बर्फ से ढका पहाड़, सुंदर झरनों वाला कलकल बहती नदियों वाला सर्वथा प्रकृति के अनुकूल प्रदेश है। यहाँ के पवित्र मानसरोवर जाने का मार्ग भी है। यहाँ गर्म जलकुंड के साथ सर्वाधिक ग्लेशियर तथा झीलें भी हैं। यह प्रदेश आर्किड के विभिन्न प्रजातियों का घर है। पर्यटन को बढ़ावा देने और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा को सुनिश्चित करने की दिशा में राज्य को रेलवे मार्ग से भी जोड़ा जा रहा है तथा पाक्योंग हवाई अड्डे से वर्तमान में हवाई यात्राएं सुचारू रूप से संचालित हो रही हैं, जो सिक्किम के लिए एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है। संपूर्ण भारत दर्शन के लिए एक बार पूर्वोत्तर भारत, विशेषकर सिक्किम में आप सबका पुनः स्वागत करता हूं। एक बार पुनः स्वच्छ, सुसंस्कृत, समृद्ध राज्य सिक्किम स्थापना दिवस की आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। जय भारत, जय सिक्किम।
My dear fellow citizens, Namaskar to all. On this momentous occasion of Goa Statehood Day, I extend my heartiest greetings and warm wishes to each and every citizen of Goa. A very happy Goa Statehood Day. 30th May is indeed a memorable day in the political history of Goa, for it was on this day in 1987 when Goa became the 25th state of the Indian Union. In December 1961, Goa was liberated from the Portuguese colonial rule, but major controversy arose as to whether Goa should remain a separate territory or part of Maharashtra. And of course, there was an opinion poll in 1967. Of course, in our country, the only referendum in independent India, which decided that Goa, Daman and Diu should remain a separate entity with the status of a union territory. Thereafter, all major political parties sought statehood for Goa. It was on 30th May 1987 that the festival union territory of Goa was accorded status of state through the Constitution Amendment Act 1987. Achieving statehood was a cherished dream of the people of Goa, which was rightfully fulfilled in a truly democratic manner. Statehood gave to the people of Goa a distinct identity and individuality, besides providing them ample opportunity to shape the destiny of their land. On this joyous occasion, let us pay tribute to the countless Goans and others who have worked tirelessly to shape our state's destiny. I would like to tell them that the people of Goa will forever remain grateful to them and continue to acknowledge and recognize their struggle for achieving statehood. The emergence of statehood in 1987 is a milestone in the journey to maintain its distinct heritage. The inclusion of Konkani in the 8th schedule of our constitution further cemented the individuality of the state. I compliment all leaders and people of Goa for having fought hard to preserve and protect the identity of Goa, and those people who have dedicated and sacrificed their life for the cause, and not only from Goa alone, but people from other parts of the country also suffered a lot for the freedom of this state. Goa has succeeded in making tremendous development in almost all sectors since being granted statehood. Over the years, Goa has transformed into a vibrant and progressive state, contributing significantly to the socio-economic fabric of our nation. The resilience and the hard work of the people of Goa have turned challenges into opportunities, making it a shining example of development and prosperity. The tourism sector is one of the main drivers of the Goan economy. Goa is renowned world over as a top tourist destination. Goa is endowed with rich flora and fauna. Besides, the state has a vibrant culture and heritage. Further, the people of Goa are friendly and peace-loving. Different communities in Goa have existed in complete harmony. This, combined with Goa's extraordinary beauty, has made it a world-famous tourist destination. I am happy to state that Goa has achieved major infrastructure development, and this feat of engineering marvel now also ranks high in the major achievements of our state in the form of roads, railways, two operational airports with modern amenities, technologies, and new Suhari Bridge with 8-lane cable, 4 lanes on each side. The state of Goa has been awarded first place under the small state category in the State Food Safety Index of the FSSAI for the 5th consecutive year. Today, the state of Goa has become the front runner and best performing state in all the sectors, and soon we will see our beautiful state achieve the distinction of becoming one of the few states in the country to become smart state. Goa is the only state to have a model primary health center, fully digital and having end-to-end paperless process right from patient registration to medicine dispensing, and has also received Ayushman Utkrishtata Puraskar in 2022 for top performing state for maximum saturation in public health care facility ratio. The state of Goa has been appreciated by National Health Authority for being an early adopter state for initiating macro-cities, and under 100 macro-cities project, Goa became a first state in the country to move to upfront molecular testing for all presumptive TB patients from December 2020. The state successfully hosted the 37th National Games, and first time in the history of the Games. Goa secured the 9th position in the medal tally, winning a record 27 gold, 27 silver and 30 bronze medal. The state of Goa hosted several prestigious G20 meetings. The meetings covered various topics, and every meeting was well organized and successful in every aspect. On this occasion, I would like to take this opportunity to warmly congratulate and compliment the people of Goa for their intense interest, abiding faith and participative approach to the strengthening of democratic principles and democratic way of life also. It is a matter of gratification that recently the Lok Sabha elections were conducted peacefully, transparently and in a safe manner in the state. On this memorable occasion, it is indeed a proud moment for me to inform that Raj Bhavan Goa undertook its mission with vision to revive and propagate the Indian ancient art of dwarfing trees. Initially, Raj Bhavan Goa started Vaman Vrikshakala Udyan, also popularly known as Bonsai Garden, on the lawns of Raj Bhavan with 72 potted trees. This ancient Indian creative art is inspired by the very celestial being of Vamana. Further, Raj Bhavan also took initiative in promoting our old traditional Vaman Vrikshakala in our youths, inculcating interest in school children by arranging the Vaman Vrikshakala Udyan open for visit of school children and tourists with their kids. Now I am extremely happy to inform that soon Raj Bhavan Goa is being to become one of the biggest bonsai gardens in the public premises in this country with a collection of 1000 plants. The state of Goa has wonderful heritage. One of the distinctive features of art heritage has been the prevalence of Kavi art, which is a traditional technique of painting very unique to Goa and is visible in temples, churches and some of heritage homes in Goa, but unfortunately this art form is disappearing and gradually dying out due to lack of patronage and practicing artists. In an effort to support, protect, promote and encourage the budding artists from Goa about this rich, beautiful and diverse culture of Goa's heritage, Raj Bhavan organized a 4-day workshop on Kavi art at Raj Bhavan. During this Kavi art workshop, I am impressed to know that around 25 artists are ready to shoulder the responsibility of preserving this traditional art and promoting the almost vanished Goan endemic art known as Kavi art. On this occasion, I felicitated and dispatched financial assistance to 25 artists who participated in 4 days Kavi art workshop, including instructor Sri Sagar Naik Mole. The workshop is an endeavor by Raj Bhavan to contribute to the efforts being made by heritage lovers to protect and promote this dying unique Kavi art and to create awareness about this art of to rest of the country and the world. Further, I also felicitated and dispatched financial assistance to Goan artisans practicing traditional skilled Goan occupations like farmer, toddy tapper, weaver, Goan coconut and betel nut plucker, coconut jaggery, fulker flower craft, lavo mandri mat weaving, coir making, etc., etc. Since it is observed that Goan society is characterized by several unique facets. One of them is the diverse traditional occupations that constitute an important fabric of Goa's rich culture and heritage. Many of these traditional occupations have been a characteristic of Goan society from time immemorial. However, it is unfortunate that in these modern times, these traditional professions have been gradually diminishing and some of them are near extinction due to the changing times and modernity. Therefore, Rajbhavan has taken the initiative to protect, preserve and promote the skills, occupations for posterity. On this memorable day, I urge the people of Goa to work with renewed vision, cooperation and commitment to make Goa the most modern and progressive state of India and thereby contribute to the national mainstream in every way. Jai Hind.
We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais, eminent invitees present here, I extend my warmest greetings and best wishes to all my brothers and sisters of Goa and Sikkim, wherever they are, on the statehood day of these two states. Friends, this statehood day celebration that we have begun for the last 1 year, what is the bhava of it? What is the purpose of it? We heard the speakers, and this is the narrative that so and so part became part of India such and such time, such and so became part of India such and such time. Yes, that is a fact. They became part of the Indian Union on certain dates. But the fact is that they were civilizationally part of this Bharat, this great country Bharat. Dinesh Naik spoke about how the Saraswats came from Saraswati basins, which is the seat of Indus Valley civilization. We also heard the theme song, the state song of Sikkim, Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Buddham Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Buddha was not born in Sikkim. The fact that our country, Bharat, which was and which is a several thousand years old civilizational evolution, unfortunately, the centuries of colonization, occupation, and even post-British, the line on which we moved, it kept that bhava completely suppressed. And we all started looking in terms of this Bharat, in terms of Indian Union. Different states. A sense of togetherness, kudumbam, the family that it was. After all, we know that nowadays the people say that we came from such and such place and people were hospitable here. People of Bharat has been hospitable everywhere. Any part of Bharat you go, people have been hospitable all through civilization. And that is how we find people of one part of Bharat present in almost every part of Bharat. This is in our DNA. This is in our world view. This is in our view about ourselves, our family, our society and the world. That we are all members of a family. This is in nutshell what is called Sanatana Adhyatma. We are all one. When we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Bharat has seen a Kutumbam. When Mahakavi Bharati, when he talked about Bharat Mata, Seppumodi, Padnetudiyal, and Ilchintanai, Ondrudiyal. We speak multiple languages, but the heartbeat is one. This heartbeat, this oneness, has been drowned by the noise of politics. We are all different, divided, and subdivided. The idea of this, or such an event is that since it is a kutumbam, Bharat is a family, a parivar, and if one member or one set of members they have a celebration, the whole family should celebrate, is not only that those people alone. The celebration rightfully belongs to the entire family, and the whole family must celebrate. We know it is worth repeating again and again that how people from one part to the other, one part of Bharat to the other part of Bharat, they have been moving without any restrictions, without any boundary. We know how when Adi Shankaracharya from here, he moved all over, he was welcomed everywhere. After him, Sureswaracharya, who was successor, who came from Kashmir to Kanchi, as the second Shankaracharya. Imagine. When the Pallava prince went to Nalanda in the 5th century to study and became Bodhidharma, he was welcomed all through. People came from all over Bharat, Akhanda Bharat. Vasubandhu brothers, from what is called Peshawar today, earlier it was Gandhar, they came and studied and taught in Nalanda, the great university of Nalanda. People from one part of Bharat have been moving to other part of Bharat, have been welcomed. They have not only they have as a traveler, but even people have gone and settled there. You have a large number of people from central India in Assam. Every part, not only Assam, Odisha, everywhere, even here in Tamil Nadu. We have people from every part to every part of this country. Even when the British came and then they started colonizing, in about 1767, more than 250 years ago, when they created a department for the survey of India, the motto was, Ase to Himachalam. Himachalam was not Himachal Pradesh, there was no Himachal Pradesh at that point of time, it was Himalaya. Ase to Himachalam. They also knew the oneness of this Bharat. It is a different thing that we have forgotten, and we start looking at ourselves, each one, as a separate and a different entity. This is unfortunate. We have to understand and take pride in our very, very rich heritage of being a family. Goa, of course, is, I think it doesn't need introduction. I think many of you present here, I'm sure, must have visited there. What a beautiful place. Hospitable people, lovely beaches, and what not. And look at Sikkim. I don't know how many of you have gone and visited Sikkim. It's a heaven on earth. I had the good fortune to be associated with Sikkim for over 35 years, and the beauty of it, the human, the natural, the beautiful Kanchenjunga which you see from different places, because Kanchenjunga, of course, is pretty, you know how high it is. Majestic. Majestic Tista, the river that flows through the northern, almost nearly northern boundary of, which is the boundary with Tibet of Sikkim. It flows and comes down through Bengal and meets the Bay of Bengal. Majestic river, beautiful. When you drive from Bagdogra airport and go to Gangtok, it's nearly 3.5 hours of drive is simply fabulous. But not only Gangtok, each and every part of Sikkim is rich with beauty and culture. Now this country, our country, is so diverse. I don't think there is any other country in the world which can claim even half of the richness, the cultural richness that Bharat has. Not even half. The cuisine, costume, the language, the art forms, and yet we find that there is a one running common thread all through our spirituality, our shared spirituality, which makes us a family. It needs revitalized, re-energized. From time to time, people from one part of Bharat have cared for the other part of Bharat. It's not that they have only remained confined to the area where they belong. Friends, tomorrow is a very, very auspicious day. Tomorrow is the 300th birth anniversary of Devi Ahilyabai Holkar. You know, she was based in Indore. But right from Badri to Rameshwaram, all these, our cultural and spiritual icons, Dwarka to Puri and all that in between, were destroyed and desecrated by the invaders. She rebuilt all up to Rameswaram. She could have remained confined to where she was. What was the need for her to worry about what happened in other parts of Bharat? But no, the call of Ma Bharati, the soul of Bharat, that no, one part of my motherland, if it has suffered, it is my duty, if I can, to redo it. And that's what she did. And rulers all over, Rajas, Maharajas, they all welcomed. Not that anybody said, no, you can't come and build in my, you need permission and all that. No. She did, they're all over. This is Bharat. When Vijayanagara Empire, Krishnadeva, when he cleared this area of the invaders and he secured it and rebuilt all these our cultural and spiritual icons. It was to re-strengthen or regain or revitalize that soul of Bharat. When the invaders came after the decline of Vijayanagar Empire, when the invaders came and occupied this very area, Marathas came. And they came and cleared this area, liberated this area, sat in Tanjore to secure that no invaders could ever come. That is how this area could be preserved. They all worried and thought about, and they did their best for the whole. In fact, the great person whose 300th anniversary falls tomorrow, Devi Ahilyabai Holkar, she did to all except for the area which was Afghan controlled, to the whole, today's Pakistan and all this whole area, which was all Bharat, she rebuilt all, sitting in Indore. Imagine. Can you imagine today this happening? We have been so compartmental, we have made ourselves so much, put ourselves in the silos of language, silos of state, silos of what not. And some people even start talking about race and all. This is not acceptable. Bharat has to be celebrated in her full glory. And that glory is celebrating the diversity of it. I would not like, and I'm sure nobody would like, somebody from one part coming and settling in other part, calling that person as a migrant. No. Yes, one must feel happy and thankful to the people, those who have welcomed us, because Atithi Devo Bhava is our essence, is our soul. Welcoming the visitor is the DNA of Sanatana Adhyatma, of Bharat. When Prime Minister Modi thought of this idea that we must celebrate, after all, it has been all through, for thousands and thousands of years, it has been a kudumbam, a family. It's only a few centuries that has created this ignorance about each other. We must overcome this ignorance. We must revive our connect. But the question came up is that we are so much politically divided that people, at the political level, it becomes difficult to have it all over the country. And so he decided that let Raj Bhavan take the beginning. It is the beginning, but we would like this celebration to happen all over the country. For example, even we are here in Tamil Nadu, all over Tamil Nadu. After all, India is, or Bharat is known for her festivals. Every day is a festival. Why can't we have this festival for all these states? After all, we have 28 states. 28 days and some states on the one day. Imagine how beautiful it could be if we all celebrate it. We all celebrate the celebrations of others, the culture of others, the cuisine of others, and not others, our own family members living somewhere else. This spirit must spread, and I'm sure it will. It will. We have started, we have made a beginning. And since it is there in the DNA, it is not, it could be a layer of dust of ignorance could have been on it, could be placed on it. But essentially, I'm sure it will be dusted off. And we all must live being proud of our own culture, being proud of the culture of our fellow family members who are inhabiting other parts of Bharat. I would urge everyone to keep that spirit, this bhava of Bharat, and celebrate the festival of Bharat, which is it could be the festival of different parts of Bharat. That is the whole spirit behind it. And it is for us to take it forward. I am sure our people, the enthusiasm, with the zeal, they are coming forward. And they have started celebrating each other. The days are not far when we will find this spirit of oneness all prevailing. And we have to do it because we have a great responsibility. You know, Bharat is a divine Rashtra. It was the fact that we are all one. This oneness of creation, that we are all part of a family, this light, this knowledge was revealed to the people of this land, Bharat. And this light has to be spread to the whole world. When the world is divided, all kinds of conflicts, serious conflicts, posing existential crisis, conflict with humans, conflict with nature, conflict within every individual. These are all creating so much of a problem, so much of a stress. The only answer is overcome it with a sense of oneness, and then the conflict drops. Bharat has adopted a worldview which is reflected as the core of its foreign policy, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The DNA of Bharat, we like to be the DNA of the world. That let everyone, every country, people living in any part of the world, look at each other as a family member. But for that to happen, we must first strengthen our own sense of familyhood. We have to dispel the smoke screen of division which has been created. We should be proud of proud of our state. Why not? But we should be proud of our civilization as well. The state does not isolate us from others. What is the guarantee that there will not be more states tomorrow? After all, there were 15 at the time when the British left. Today we are 28. The number could grow. It is a matter of administrative convenience for good governance to see that good governance reaches the people. There could be a smaller unit of governance, many more states. But that should not weaken our essential strength, that is the oneness, part of a family. It will happen. It is the responsibility of all of us to make it happen. And we have made the beginning. And as all we have seen in the recent years, that all the major movements, major schemes have not been implemented by or has not been driven by the government. It has been driven by the people. Each movement, whether it is the cleanliness, when we said that we will build toilets everywhere, we will have it open defecation free, it could not have been possible for government to do it. It is the mass people's participation, people's movement. Every success in this country that we see in the recent few years is primarily because government involved, they realize the power of the people. Government realize its own limitation, and so harness the strength of the people. Let it be a mass movement. We have seen it even in the COVID. How the people cooperated. How the call was given to the people that look, this is how we must fight it. And everyone participated in this movement, in this battle against COVID. So even this revival of the sense of oneness which is the Bhava of Bharat, it has to be with the popular participation. It cannot be from Raj Bhavan. It cannot. It is just the beginning. It has to go down, go and spread all over the land. I am sure it will. Friends, I would like to wish my brothers and sisters of Goa and Sikkim once again their beautiful culture, beautiful cuisine, beautiful language. We all celebrate, and we would like them to know that we are all celebrating their festivals. We are all celebrating sitting in Chennai or Tamil Nadu. We are celebrating the people of Goa, the people of Sikkim. Friends, a day later, the first we will be celebrating Telangana Day. That's another day. Every day is a festival, and I am sure many of you would be here. I thank you very much. I wish everyone the very best. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Celebrations, the syntax of celebration is always incomplete without festivals and dances and cultural programs. We now request the Honorable Governor and the other dignitaries to witness the cultural programs of Goa and Sikkim. They are presented by the South Zone Cultural Center. And ladies and gentlemen, I wish to tell you that these artists are not here from Chennai. They have come all the way from Goa and from Sikkim. Ladies and gentlemen, the first performance of the day is Tamang Selo from Sikkim. It is a traditional dance performance with great gusto and colorful traditional clothes, which is meant to signify the cultural region and tradition of the Tamang community.
Hold.
Hello, check.
Hold.
Presenting before you is Tamang Silk.